What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our NFL draft prospect, Jeff Foreman, Arkansas State wide receiver, man. How's it going?
We're doing good. How you doing?
Oh, doing well, man. Hey, man. Looking forward to this draft season?
I'm always looking forward to it. It's a long process, but I'm ready to get everything, rolling, everything started. So it's going really good right now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Man, what got you into football in the early stage, man?
Uh, I was a little kid, so I about to say like 9, 10 when I started playing. I was just out there just running around, and then my first game I got 3 picks, so not knowing how to play football. Never played flag growing up, so I was just out there first day and pass, just looking clueless. And then first game went did decent on defense. Then the rest of the year, barely scored on offense. And then we got towards around playoffs, and then Scott started scoring a lot with the ball on offense as a receiver. And I'm like, all right, now like I can do something with this. So ever since I was about like 9 or 10, football has always been number two for me. Basketball's always been number one. Football
Sometimes
has been number
basketball is
two.
another sport everybody focuses on the most too. So there's other
Mm-hmm.
secondary sports, but basketball, that's nothing wrong with that, man. Those little rebound skills and all that stuff
Mm-hmm.
that people do to it can relate to football when you deflect stuff and stuff like that.
So I'm used to high pointing, you know, rebounds, high pointing footballs, like track starts and everything. So it all correlates to football. So ever since I was a kid, football's always been there for me. Even when I decided to stop playing for my freshman year, I still had love for it. Transferred to another school, and ever since then, everything just took off where it needed to be.
So when did you know that football was like your go-to?
I'll say sophomore year of high school. I transferred from Southeast High School in Oklahoma City to Dale City High School in Dale City, Oklahoma. So I transferred schools, and then at first I was debating if I even still wanted to play football. Me and my brother went to an open gym for basketball, and then there's like, "Hey, do y'all play football?" We were like, "We." I was like, "I did. I don't know if I'm gonna play again." And then the head coach, he sat down with me and my mom and my twin brother for like 2 hours, just talking about how they gonna use us, how they're gonna need us, and everything. So we're like, all right, let me give it a shot. And then we had our first little, it's like a spring game. It was like a spring game, and then I like bombed somebody, and I was like, yeah, I don't know why I even decided, I don't know if I want to play football anymore. So ever since then, I was like, yeah, football's always been my go-to. Even if I was in other sports, I always did football stuff on the side.
I mean, at least it became the option, but was there like any other offers besides Arkansas State that gave you a scholarship?
Yeah, I had 13 other ones at a couple of Big 12, a couple MAC schools, another school in the Sun Belt. I had UTEP, North Texas. So and then I had a official offer from Tulane after I committed to Arkansas State. So I had a lot of other bigger schools, but Arkansas State just came over as number one for me.
So what stand out about Arkansas State and what you like about the environment over there?
For me, it was all about school, family, and faith. I'm big in my religion, so they was really good on being faith, having God first and everything. So that's big for me, and it was comfortable for my family as well because I didn't want to go somewhere where it felt good for me, but they didn't treat my family with respect or as if they was one of their own. So that's why I just chose Arkansas State. And plus, they was calling me left and right, texting me left and right, asking me about basketball or track meets or anything. Just talk to me in general. So like I knew like I was like one of the ones that they really wanted. So they treated me with respect and everything. So Arkansas State's been there with me since my junior year of high school.
I mean, you can't go wrong. You want to be a starter. You want your opportunity. You want to showcase. It doesn't matter what school you go to because everybody keeps thinking, I need to go to a big school to get the attention. I think as long as you can be a starter, I think that's all that matters. They want to see the film and all that stuff.
Yeah, true that because most people decide to think, oh, let me go to a Power Five, and then you go from being the number one guy on your team to being like 100 and whatever on whatever Power Five team you is. Like, plus once you get there, it's like you at the bottom of the barrel. So you go to like a school like Arkansas State, you have an opportunity to compete for a starting job or learn a playbook. So next year or the year after that, you have a chance to compete for the starting job when it's your turn. So it was really good though.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's check out the comment. I guess one of your followers who happens to support Arkansas State. I guess he's thankful for your time there. Hey, like you said, they had to be thankful with the Lord and everybody
Mhm.
around you and the family appreciation over there. So, you know, um, like okay, so when you look at your football days, man, like the way you've been playing, you still got the dreams. But who have your model your game after?
See, at first I tried to bottle my game after Odell Beckham when he was going crazy his first couple years in the league. So I was trying to do everything like him. And then over time, I started watching, Devontae Adams and how he plays. So as of right now, for these last 2 years or a year and a half, I've been, studying a lot of Devontae Adams and Keenan Allen because I feel like my body movements are similar to theirs.
Oh yeah, Adams is really good. Like there's nothing wrong with Odell Beckham. He just makes acrobatic catches and some ridiculous catches like you've never seen before. But
Hmm.
yeah, Adams is good. Allen's another good choice. I mean, okay, so when you played this game, do you take the blocking game seriously in some ways, or are you more of like that guy that wants the ball? In that.
Good question. Because at first, like the old me, like a year and a half ago, would have said, "No, I don't like blocking." But the new me now, it's like I take pride and I take accountability in blocking because if we have a running back that's about to score, or if one of my receivers got it like caught a pass and they're behind me, and I don't touch nobody, I don't block nobody, and they get tackled, then it's on my fault. But if I block somebody and they give enough like nudge or push on somebody and they can scrape off me and they go score, then that's more exciting than me calling for the ball 15, 16 times a game and we still lose. I'd rather see my teammates succeed as much as I want to see myself succeed as well.
I like that attitude, actually. I mean, that's the kind of qualities that you look for in certain players. Like, I think the way you just said it best, this reminds me of somebody that was interviewed before, and he told me that he takes pride in blocking and he enjoys taking the defenders down instead of catching a touchdown pass.
Yeah, it's more fun getting knocked downs as a receiver than scoring a touchdown. I mean, scoring a touchdown is great.
It's good,
So
yeah. Touchdown's great, but like he just said, when he took down that big D line or some defending linebacker at times, he just enjoys that.
and then once you smack them and like you can feel the contact and it's just once I like get like hit somebody, feel the contact of how the game is gonna be, like I'm good. And then the more I can beat up on a DB, it makes my game even easier because he doesn't want to be touched. So when it's time for the full quarter, that's when I want to take over.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with the way you play your game. I mean, you make some good catches too, and I see that I've seen a couple of your touchdown plays and stuff like that. I can see I can see a lot of good plays in you, man. Like your blocking, like you just said, you take that in pride. That kind of fits the mold of other teams. Like, if you think about it, the Niners actually value more of those receivers to block more. And
Hmm.
that kind of fits pretty well on how they run the culture. You look at other teams like Baltimore. I think Baltimore is another team that really takes the receivers blocking game seriously. Like you got to block or else there's no rock. Like they say, no block, no rock.
Facts, because 49ers got Christian McCaffrey and Debo and Ayuk, and they got talented other running backs. And same as the Ravens, they got talented running backs with talented receivers. So it's like, and they got a amazing quarterback with Lamar Jackson. So if you don't block nobody and he gets tackled, just know next time you ain't gonna be in the game because they can't trust you because that's probably the play that's gonna help you win or get you a first down that's gonna lead to a field goal or a touchdown, or that's a play where it's like, all right, now it's 4th and 3, 4th and 1. Now you got to punt it.
Yeah, that's true right there. And that's what I like. So, but like, so like, have you met with other teams like during your bowl game or whatever you were doing?
Now for our bowl game, so I didn't go to no senior bowls, so I was like, all right. I didn't get mad about it. I was a little disappointed because I felt like I should have gotten a shot at it at any bowl game. But after a while, I was like, it is what it is. It gives me more time to perfect my craft, push myself to higher limits than what I could and what I can. So as of right now, I'm talking to a few. I don't want to name anybody's names because I don't want to stir anybody's pot. But I've been talking to a few, and I hopefully got a few more coming in the near future. But I talked to a few teams.
Okay, so it's low key quiet. Okay.
Mm.
I mean, if you want to mention this team on the back, then I'm cool with that. I can let those other guys know from the media, the Niners, but it's all right. Don't you safe with me, bro. I ain't gonna say nothing.
I got you. I got you.
No, it's all good. But yeah, like I don't know, like have you been invited to the combine or are you gonna do one of those other type of combines?
No, I wasn't invited to no combines or anything. I'm just trying to explore every option that I have. Me and my agent talked about it. I mean, I got a ball out and perform well at my pro day to prove a lot of teams, a lot of scouts wrong that they feel like I wasn't, a fast guy or anything like that. So I got to prove them wrong and then talk to them, talk to whoever calls my phone or sends me out there for an interview or anything during that time. And then if a shot at, CFL or UFL happens, then I'll be
Whatever
down to
happens from
take
here,
it.
I guess.
Hmm.
But why should all 32 teams should draft you, man? Why should they draft you?
Because they got a guy who's willing to put in the work after hours, study film, ask questions, even ask veterans as a young guy to ask them like, how did you get here so fast? Like, how did you make it? Like, can you show me the ropes? Like, help me out. So if whatever team picks me up, if this team isn't, that doesn't see me fit, whatever team I go to, I can perform at my best and exceed at the next level as best as I can because I'm not gonna yell, scream, cuss, fight, or argue with any coaches. I can take coaching because I had Bush Jones as my head coach, so he's a lot different than what people think. But he's a good guy. He would get on me anytime, and I'll sit there and take it because he knows I can take it. And it's just I have a great determination to push myself. If I'm at the bottom of the depth chart or I'm at the top of the depth chart, I'm gonna work regardless, like as if somebody's behind me trying to take my spot.
I like that too because you want to prove something, and doesn't matter what team takes a chance on you. And you just
Mm,
said a coach like Butcher Jones. I think he was coaching Juwan Jennings in Tennessee, if I'm mistaken.
you sure did.
Those are the Juwan. See, okay, since this guy asked the question, I'm guessing that you kind of model your game at the Jennings, right? Or nah?
See, Jennings is a great guy because he's one of those ones where it's like, oh, he goes in the game, he blocks. But other than like that's the only people see him as. But if you watch the games,
He can catch.
he's one of the reliable receivers out there on the field. If Debo goes down or IE goes down, guess who's in there making a play for him? Jawan Jennings. He doesn't even have to touch the ball or anything. He out there making an impact. He's a great player. That's what Butch tells me. He shows me his film a lot of times. He talks about him all the time. Anytime we have like Butch want to prove a point, he'll pull up old Tennessee clips of Jawan going out there and pancaking somebody or bombing somebody. I'm just like, all right, now, coach. Like, I hear you. But I'll say personally, I try to add a little bit of IU into my game because He was he's a really explosive receiver, a great receiver. He does tremendous tremendous things out there. So I try to model some of my game after him too because he plays big, he plays strong, he's fast, and he's elusive.
Yeah, the guy can separate and he gets open, so it's kind of like hard to like cover him at times. So, but like you said, dude, like since you were mentioning Butcher Jones, bro, I just had to throw that reference of Jennings because I'm pretty sure that dude had to give you the tapes of what this guy does, and he probably wants you to perfect it at the most. Maybe that's why you take pride in blocking because of how he coached you, right?
I sure do. He's the reason why I'm in the position that I am today because he taught me. He helped me grow up really fast, helped me mature faster than what I thought I was going to do because he put a lot of time and effort in to see me succeed. Me and him are like we're the same person. I ain't gonna talk too much about what me and him went through, but he's a reason why. Like I play the game not the way I do right now. He taught me how to play receiver in in a different way than what I thought it was.
Yeah, you got to be more of a complete player. I mean, just being a receiver that catches the ball, it's a bonus. But if you can do more in the running game, that's what they look at in
Hmm.
certain ways. I mean, you look at the Ravens and Niners, they're not quite your typical passing type of team. They're going to run the ball. But if you're that kind of receiver that's going to block, you're going to get your touches by getting some catches here and there. So I'm impressed, man. Like the fact that you were coached by that dude, man. So he must have got the best out of you in some
Well,
ways,
he sure does. Even if it's like I'm going out there and I don't feel like it at practice or anything, he just look at me and he could be like, he'll say, you know, get your stuff together. And then we'll joke about it after, but he'll get a little mad, get a little red, and then after that, like I'll be straight. Like we can, me and Butch, we can like laugh and joke around at practice. But he knows like if he needs me to go out there and set the tone for practice or anything, he gonna ask me to go first, and I'll be the first one to go out there and do it.
Yeah, man. But I mean, do whatever the coach tells you and you'll get an opportunity. That's all we look at, man. If you do exactly what they want, you're going to get more opportunities at some point. So, like, so outside of football, what does Jeff do, man?
See, I play basketball.
All right.
That's one of my best ways to help me relax. I play basketball. My twin brother just finished his season playing basketball, so I was out there watching him. And then, I play the game. I'm a big gamer. I'm not like a professional how everybody else does, but I like to play the game a lot. I'm a big Call of Duty, 2K type of guy.
Did you
And
get in
then some,
contact with Kyler Murray with that Call of Duty?
nah, he'll probably destroy me because,
Yeah, Call
but
of Duty, nothing wrong with that game, but
mhm.
yeah, that's a pretty fun game because I played that and I played Halo too, but I don't know, Call of Duty just has a little bit of difference, but since you brought it up, I'm like there's a guy that happens to play a lot of that game.
Yeah, but I'm not on their level, but I like to play to help. It helps me calm down, help me relax.
Yeah,
And
it
then
does.
sometimes I like to draw. I don't
Okay.
draw like I just draw just to draw. I like to.
Gives you ideas of what you
Mm,
can think of, like animation or different things inside of your head. That's another good way to do it, like the drawing part.
mm.
Sometimes I like just walking out, just walk around and just relax my head a little bit and get away from people that kind of been getting on my nerves a little bit.
Most definitely, I like doing that too as well. And I like to just spend time with family and spend time, you know, with pets that I have around me because I like playing with dogs and interacting with them or any animal that's around. Like I just anything interacting with people or animals. It's always the best great thing for me to relax because I don't really
Yeah,
gotta. I can talk to a dog and the dog just can look at me and after
they'll
that
look
I
at
can
you
just
funny. That's
it
what
just
it does
look
with my cat.
it
Nah,
can just look at you not understanding anything that you're saying. It is happy that you're there. So that just brings peace to my heart too as well.
yeah, being around the family is more important. Everybody doesn't get opportunities. Like all the time. You got to enjoy those moments with your loved ones because one day they might be gone, and you can't take everything for granted. So, I mean, I had to learn the hard way, man, because the last moments of my dad and my brother, there were just moments I could never forget. But you got to understand, it takes every other time you spend with them, and that next day they can be gone. So
Most definitely, because both my grandparents passed away a year and a half apart of each other. So I totally understand how you feeling.
yeah, especially how I've been going through the last 5 years. Everybody has to value more family, and at first, I didn't really care for it. I'm like, I don't need to be around it, and I was a younger person, and I wasn't thinking that way. And then I started learning the last 5 years, man. Hey, they're not going to be around if you don't take the time with them. So
True.
it's changed my perspective. So
It
I,
changed mine too as well. Because one thing I live by is don't always look too far in the future. Always stay in present moment. So anybody that's around you, you can impact them in a certain or any way that you can, positive and negatively. And anytime you get a chance to be around them again, you can just shine light on like upon them. So that's what I live by every day because every day isn't granted for everybody. So just cherish the moment that you have with people.
yeah, for sure, man. But which one area of your game that you feel like you need to improve the most?
I'll just say for me in my game, just playing when I'm fatigued and just being better at the line of scrimmage, just being more patient. That's what I say where I need to improve in my game.
Yeah, okay, that's a good way to look at it because there's certain players that probably don't want to bring up their flaws a little bit, but sometimes there's nothing wrong with saying I want to work at this part so I can get better at it, and then it won't be an issue. So it's like,
I have no shame or nothing in my game. You can ask me anything, I'm an open book. Like I don't care who sees this or who doesn't, and then just be like, he's not good at the line of scrimmage, but that's something I can work on, and I can prove that okay, he did put in the time and effort to fix it and to get better at it. Like that's what I want to work on.
yeah, it's always good to work on those type of parts of your game. So
Mhm.
like, but let's say randomly, I'm gonna throw a random question just because it's football related.
Mhm.
Let's say the Hall of Famer Jerry Rice offers you to go to the hill and go train with him. Would you take the time to go train with him, or will you just pass on it? Because I heard it's one of the toughest challenges that he's ever.
I ain't gonna never back down from no challenge, so I'll accept his training and see where it takes me. I ain't gonna quit on him. Even if I pass out or anything, I'm gonna get up next day and do it all over again. And then once I beat it, I'm gonna ask him, put me through some more stuff that you think you can break me in. But other than that, like I'll most definitely accept the challenge because I'm not scared of anything.
Yeah, I mean that's like one of the most difficult challenges I've heard of. But man, like anybody who keeps up with him can do something. They can learn something from this guy.
I don't. It's hard challenge. Like I'm bound to do it because it's like, all right, now I got to prove people wrong who think I can't do it.
Yeah, and you go through the energy and all that stuff, and it builds
Mhm.
you up. Even for that, it helps you build up to the fourth quarter actually, and it doesn't get you tired.
Most definitely.
Okay, so it was still football related, just the hilltop thing. I just keep hearing that it's like one of the most difficult ones that some athletes just say, "Oh, I gotta tap on this one because Jerry's too pushy."
I'm like, nah. I'll be the first one. I'll be an hour early, stretching and warming up, just ready to do it.
Yeah. So let's see, man. Like, but like, dude, there's gonna be a lot of opportunities, and I know maybe you're not getting enough the recognition right now with the combine stuff because they didn't get you the invite. But all it takes is you testing pretty well. Like, I don't know what your 40 time is, but I'm pretty sure you got a good solid 40 time for
I
your
ain't,
speed.
I ain't gonna speak on it too much, but just know it's pretty
Keep it
fast.
a mystery, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
Yeah, good facts right there. I mean, hey,
Mhm.
you value more of your blocking game. I'm pretty sure you live pretty damn good on what you do. So I don't think it
Oh, I,
matters.
oh, I do. That's why I'm just waiting. I'm waiting till the combine shows so I can see what other guys run on their 40, so I can be like, all right, bet since y'all think this guy's should have been here. Now I should be like, I should have been here too as well, so I can prove everybody wrong. So I just waiting to see what they do, what numbers they get, so I can be like, all right, let me see where I put myself at in this category.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, Dude, like, since you play in this style of the game, are you more of a trash talker or are you more of a guy that lets your play do the talking?
I'm a little bit of both, but mostly I like to let my game do the talk. But for guys, like until a guy starts yapping too much, then I'll start like clapping back at him. But other than that, I'm mostly quiet during the game.
Okay, so you only just talk when everything goes well. Got it.
Hmm.
But hey,
Yeah,
that's a good approach anyways. Like if you're gonna say something and your team's not backing it up, there's no point of talking.
yeah, because I can't be talking and then we losing. Like it makes me look bad. But for up or like for me, if we're losing and I'm still talking because he's yapping, and then we come back to win, I'm gonna still be talking because it's like, all right, bet you do too busy trying to argue with me. Then I just scored on you two, three times. My boy scored on you another time. We pancaked you, put you in the Gatorade, and like now you ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah, you don't want to be like Austin Eckler, who did that on that game where he kind of just celebrated over a damn play that he did, and he was down 63-21. Man, come on, who celebrates that?
Yeah, that's not me though. If we down and like, and I know it's far fetched, I'm not gonna go out there and slide on first down, or I'm just get the ball to the ref. Or even if I score, I'm just getting the ball to the ref and celebrate with my team because it's like it's no point now.
Oh, okay. So, what do you do? Any like end zone celebration, or you just give it to the ref?
I'm not too big on doing celebrations in the end zone. Like I don't put too much time and effort in. Like, all right, bet. Let me find a TikTok or a video and I'll just like pause it, learn it. Like I don't take the time out to do that. If I score, I do my handshake with my boys, get the ball to the ref, and go back to the sideline.
Oh, okay. Just give it to the ref or give it to your lineman despite the ball, maybe. I don't know, like whatever works. But yeah, I guess you're not like one of them. I guess you're not one of them celebration guys. I guess just go
But
with the flow.
I will though. Like when if I have the opportunity with, like I will do something. But like during college, it was like I'm just too focused on the game. Like I can't be distracted by a little end zone dance that I see people doing.
I mean, I can tell maybe in the near future when you get your first touchdown in the NFL, I got a gut feeling you're going to do something out of the celebration. So that's going to be my bold prediction. I'm pretty sure you're going to get an end zone at some point
I'm gonna get in the end zone. I just don't know what I'm gonna do after. I don't know if I'm gonna punt the ball or I'm gonna throw it.
or do the salsa.
I don't even know yet. I just gotta wait and see what happens and what I feel about it.
So yeah, man, that's gonna be pretty fun, man. The journey and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, bro, doesn't matter where you get drafted at, or it doesn't matter if you're undrafted, whatever spot you go, bro. You just gotta take the most out of the opportunity.
Most definitely, because I had a couple guys before me that made it to the league, and they pour back into me every time we talk on the phone or we text about, hey man, like make sure you do this and do that because at the next level, this is what they're looking for and all that stuff. So I know I appreciate them a lot because if it wasn't for them, taking me in under their wing when I was a young buck, college, I want to be here. So I appreciate all three of them because they're all three of them out there in their profession doing what they're doing.
That's exactly the point for them, dude. But dude, whatever happens from here on out, dude, I wish you the best of luck, bro. And hey, if things go into play and you come into the Bay, bro, we got to make a second round for you to come and welcome the faithful at some point. But
Oh, most
whatever
definitely.
happens to you, bro, I'm definitely rooting for you.
Appreciate you, big dog. I really do. Appreciate you for having me on your show too.
Oh, yeah, anytime, bro. And for everybody else, thank you guys for tuning in. Me and Jeff are out, man. You guys have a nice day.